What's going on, y'all? What is going on? Thank you for choosing once again to click on the channel. This is OYAOY. I'm simply here to do my job. Get the messages to the collective. How is everybody? Thank you guys for your continued support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, whatever you're doing to support the channel. So I had got, they were all in cahoots to walk in your boots. Please, guys, only take what resonate. I'm only here to give it to you so you can have it. We're all stars in our own show, but this may or may not be for you. And then right after I got, well, that went left. Okay, so something didn't work out. Okay, it could have been a lot of people that was in cahoots to get something that belonged to you, that was working together. But I was getting that there's a practitioner here. Somebody was hired specifically to work against someone's finances that didn't know you was favored. There was a lot of testing here. This could be involving spiritual testing. And one thing I realized, your spiritual testing, or those that try to take things within their own hands, this was for your spiritual initiation. This was like you receiving practice to be able to deal with things that's going on right now, in order for you to gain something that could be coming towards you. So we're just going to pull. Let's go and pull and see what we got. It was all in cahoots to walk in your boots. Yeah, someone could be in heavy regret, smoking a lot. Again, smoker's remorse, okay? Because you could be having some type of breakthrough. You can also be ascending. These are certain things. You could be healing your root chakra, your sacral chakra. Something about staying grounded here during a certain time once this information is being revealed. Because a lot of people are starting to wake up and realize that they was laying with somebody that could have been playing with some spell work. And this is one thing that I realized, because I had to go through everything to grow through everything. And I cannot respect someone that could actually do this level of manipulation. Because if you gotta have somebody that, you know, has to do something towards your own free will of who you actually are, to get you to actually feel for them, or, you know, work with them, be with them, then, you know, it's just coming up to this terrible. So you got Avon the Terrible. I don't know if somebody has some connection with that. Okay, so we're going to pull in these goblins. Someone could also have been taking it as, you know, it's always viewed as being a sweetheart, or being some sort of saint, or being, you know, kind or nice, could also be a weakness. Okay, so someone could have seen who you are or what you was experiencing as an actual weakness. Something about a symbol of something. You got Flora, Florentine, a family. Something about tower root, iron, a compound. Okay, something about being a magnet to something. Okay, so they was all in cahoots. Okay, this could have been something that someone could have practiced something for you to always attract, you know, some type of obstacle when it comes to your finances. But, you know, we all realize that, you know, we connect to certain people and certain things, not realizing. I'm so sick of fucking seeing secret society, man. Mafias and shit, gangs and groups and cults and covenants. I'm like, that's what it is. Somebody could have been working with a priest, or working with someone. Let's see. Sound of opera. The fat bitch is singing. What is this? They was all in cahoots. We had drones, certain landlords, people that was over properties. Okay, something that somebody could have been doing something within a certain house, working with a deity, working with certain officers. Okay, these are certain people that could be involved in these groups. So let's say, yeah, these certain people on the motherboard. These are certain communities that you could be in. Whatever it is relating to your street names. the geographic locations, the numbers, your addresses of your street, all of these things tie in together. On top of if you're dealing with like certain chemicals within your area, against certain moons. Okay, so some of you could actually be educating yourself on how the motherboard works when you live in certain areas, certain communities, tied to certain street names, addresses, when some of this stuff could go on. Okay, because it's basically these people that are playing God, using science or manipulating certain things. They have had a hand on, being, using a lot of practice to do what they've been doing, but judgment's been called. You got a heart of a lion. A lot of street justice is going on. Maybe you see certain things. This is why a lot of things are tied into with these people. That maybe you are seeing, you know, people going home and their own children are taking them out, or certain co-workers are taking them out. Regardless if you have an understanding of divine justice or certain things happening, you can look at it on the news and be like, oh, why did this go on, or why did this person go on? But God has a way of doing things, not to laugh about it, but it's just a certain things that could have been going on. Now people, are seeing justice a certain way, even though it may not have been done within the courts. Something like this could have happened. Let's see what is going on. Yeah, someone could have literally tried to trap somebody, using the area that they lived in, using certain items or things that was within their home, using certain people within the community that could have been working certain jobs. And I can say in the beginning, it was very frightening to see the same, spirit, hopping from person to person. But this just furthermore lets you know what we're dealing with when it comes to the spiritual realm, on how these certain energies can literally find a host and feel comfortable sitting within somebody that does not or has not did the work. Because I'm so grateful that regardless of what I've experienced, I no longer want to have that feeling of feeling like something's in control over me or my actions or what I'm doing. When you become aware, you can start seeing how some of this stuff is tied in together in Babylon and it's following. Yeah, when somebody was all in cahoots, or let's see, yeah, just keep saying it. Whatever somebody took from you, could literally have some type of a spirit of curse on it, whether it's the spirit of lack or poverty or certain things. When people go against you to take something from you, it's almost like taking from yourself, because we all connected, we all one. So somebody could have literally got used to taking, not knowing that the universal balance is, give, receive. And this could have been a curse that was going on here. But somebody's still connected to somebody that could be trying to either take something from you, or, everybody should be at a certain level now where they're aware of what's going on. I refuse to believe that people are just, not waking up to everything. Even me, when I play my own role, I might be amongst, certain people, and I'll be like, maybe they don't now, you know. You know what I'm saying? You knew what happened when I got the false charge. You knew what was happening when I was being fed certain poison. You knew what was happening with the stalking and harassment. You knew what was happening when these certain agencies or certain people that took it upon themselves to do what they do. But it's what it is. You gotta let God work. Gotta let divine timing happen. It's up to you to decide if you want to continue this whole cycle with you, your children, your lineage. And a lot of us are choosing to call it out. Our souls will not be trapped anymore. We no longer feel comfortable. It's like, okay, you got me. So regardless of what I do is coming out. But it's like whatever somebody was doing, they was all in cahoots to walk in your boots. So what's this in cahoots to walk in your boots? Okay, a brother and a husband could have been working together, or it could have been a spouse and a brother that was actually working together. Okay, some of the China's coming up heavy too. Cuba, China. Yeah, somebody's living snake free now, because things are being revealed to you. And a lot of people are educating themselves on astrological signs. Of course, they're going to tell you, a lot of things. Oh, it's demonic, new age, whatever. whatever people chose to put their label on things, that's on them. But at this point, if you don't educate yourself on how maybe you was being oppressed, or how you were being manipulated, or how certain things happen, then it's almost like you giving somebody the rope, or you supplying the bullets at this point. Because this stuff has been going on for so long. What is it, King Herod or whatever? He did the same thing where he was in search of a certain star, which was supposedly Jesus. Okay, we given some of the stories and some of the history, but a lot of this stuff is stolen, put together, copy pasted, and used with Elmer's glue and tape. But once you start to educate yourself on what could be going on in your own scenario, you will know that certain things could have been manipulated simply because of your lineage, your birth date, where you was actually born, the times, and all of this. Okay, this is why a lot of people maybe are being led to tarot, or they being led to their astrology sign, or you starting to learn, what it is that could have been going on that was manipulated against you in order for things not to work in your favor, because you got people that have this higher knowledge of the occult, astrology, or cosmology, or geometry, or certain things like that, and they're able to use it to their advantage. But yeah, somebody who may have experienced like almost like a slow death. Imagine the torture some people experience. So what's this in Cahoots? Nothing was by design. Okay, and this is the craziest thing I've experienced. It's like, let me pick out, if I don't fuck with a deadbeat or nothing, by a long, strong, wrong one, let me pick it out. But don't pick it out for me. Okay, so this is like going back to everything that was orchestrated, things that was pre-planned before you had a chance to know. And everything's connected. So nothing's by design when you go and you're like, well, why isn't this working? Or why isn't that working? But you're not knowing that somebody did something against you or against certain situations within your life for it not to work. Somebody's lying though. What is this? There's a lot of people that's getting ready to experience this shadow boxing. Because when you take it upon yourself to make sure that somebody has less than you, there comes a time when you need to know better. Something about legendary. You could have been low key, majority of your life not knowing what you're experiencing or what you're going through. Not knowing that you actually loved by the spiritual realm. But there could have been a man here. And these certain men keep coming up. And I was thinking about it earlier because, what was it, like a couple years ago? Because, like I said, we all connected. So when I read for you, I'm reading for me too. And it's like I kept getting these certain reads about these groups of men and groups of men and groups of men. And I'm like, it all makes sense now, because when you come back around, we know that the divine feminine energy is, a part of a lot of things that fuel things up. That's why I said, I did that quote, where the Bible said every girl was sour. But when they get to playing in your gardens and smelling your flowers, you know that you actually bring the universe. So you bringing heaven or hell for some people. And if you don't know what you actually fueling up when you connect to somebody, pertaining to, soul ties and certain stuff like that, if you're not spiritually protected, or if you don't have nothing around you that protects you, i.e. your fathers and certain things like that may let you know, the game, or how things go, or how some of these men will lay with you just to be able to, keep a tie to your good karma or your anointing or your favor or certain things, then, a lot of things can go differently in your life. But I can't say I'm proud to say that I'm witnessing a lot of people that are becoming aware of what they could actually be fueling up unconsciously, because it's just like, me being with somebody and shit, I think I'm straight, but somebody could be taking your goods and living their best life with somebody else, but you like, well, damn, I'm supposed to be the one that's supposed to be doing this shit with you, but I see another bitch and it's like, nah, what's that? The residuals. So that could actually be a song for you. Confirmation. on Chris Brown, Residuals. Who's getting on my love? Okay, so it could have been an actual spouse that was against, you know, you or what you was doing was using someone else, or that somebody was practicing against some finances. So what's this all in cahoots to rock in your boots? Okay, something at your house. Somebody took a gamble. Somebody could literally put that somebody's house up. It's like, what kind of dance are y'all doing at this point? It's a lot of energy around the use of the of division, and it's scary because I actually had this conversation with somebody who was talking about it. You know, I can't even say back in the days, certain people, had that love where, it couldn't be shattered, or it couldn't be, because we have people that were together 40, 50, 60, 70 years, and some of them didn't even like each other. And half of them, some of them were still cheating. Other people, Papa was a Rolling Stone. He rode to everybody's house down the block, and then he had 7 babies. But it's like things that you want for your life is what you want for your life. And I think this is why a lot of this stuff is coming out and it's coming around, because some of us, we refuse to be in them same cycles where, I don't want to be with nobody and be miserable. Just because we together for 70 years, that don't mean that it's the person I'm supposed to be with, or it's the person I'm supposed to love. And somebody took a gamble here, though. Okay, could have been working with somebody that literally wanted to walk in your boots, or they was walking in your boots together. They was sharing something. Heavy around cathedrals and astronomers. Okay, so some of these people don't realize that, you have the mediocre ones, or you have your community witches and warlocks. So you have certain people that are into the manipulation. Then you have the higher ups. These are the ones that, I had seen it. They dressed in robes and shit, maybe be hitting the woods. They got the cows and shit slicing throats. The shit that the people be into, I don't want to be into it. I don't want to know nothing about it. I don't care. I was favored and covered and blessed to be able to be protected from a lot of the stuff that went on, because a lot of it goes on before you even reach, before your 2 feet even hit the ground. A lot of us are dealt with these certain curses or these certain things, but it's like the science of it all is crazy. Start looking up, your signs and where you are and who you are, your communities, and certain things like that. So you got dangerous sexuality. Okay, so somebody could have literally been in this energy of, instead of being peaceful and loving, they're like, we can really figure out how we can, have a rage against humanity or a rage against men. These are these certain energies that lies within certain women, and they darker side. They more connected to the Jezebel spirits, the ones that want to lead a man into damnation and not to their soul. But it's like we literally against these principalities, and it's crazy when you start to think about it. So somebody was working against someone. Whoever this is could literally be a part of like blocking emails, certain mail, certain communication. But this is who this is. It's hard. Yeah, they doing it a lot against the melanated beings. They knew a lot of us was going to activate it at a certain time. They only had a certain amount of time to do what they've been doing. Like I said, it goes deeper than, just your neighborhood tarot reader, or your neighborhood priest, or certain community pastors and certain shit that been keeping stuff under lock. You got Moses lawgivers. There's a lot of people could actually be getting settlements, or you could be settling out of court once you realize how far somebody went to do something. Okay, as far as like a lot around money interference, this is what I've experienced in my own journey. Like I said, I done had times where my card literally be blocked. I can't swipe my card. Certain money being taken off my card, or you'll see that certain transactions don't go through. It's all in all a level of torture a lot of people shouldn't have to go through, simply because, it's meant for you to give up, curse God, question God. Why am I going through this? But, a lot of you have been built tough enough to stand up and call it out. Like I said, I've literally been drained down to nothing and everything at the same time. because I think the thing is, you know, when you have a lot of material items around you, you feel some type of security, or you feel safe, but not knowing that your soul is actually the most important at this time, because of this darkness. But a lot of people, the whole goal was to do a lot to interfere with certain money that you was getting. Maybe it was for you to keep up a home, keep vehicles, be able to take care of your family, your children. These people have cursed themselves what they have been doing, and I recognize that. You know, why I always say, you know, move the person out the way, because you'll be like, well, damn, homie, in high school you was the man, homie. What the fuck happened to you? You be cool with somebody, you be like, well, I ain't got to worry about this person doing this, but little did you know, this person fell down bad, they ain't got nothing. Then here comes somebody like, hey, I got a proposition for you. You know, they thought this shit was cool to work and be in cahoots, but a lot of it's being revealed. And it's like, damn, you got all this, but do you get your soul? Like, you gonna take your shit to hell with you? I don't know. Yeah. So what was this barrier? What's this low-key barrier? Yeah, it's like an infestation of the mind. A lot of people are like power hungry, but they have no hustle to get up and do what they want to do. Then you got the people, like I said, it's different levels. You got the people that, you know, may have had the silver spoon. You have certain people that, you know, have gotten accustomed to doing whatever this dark side of practice is, where, you know, what, as long as they keep you down, they up type shit. Or you got the people that literally get used to, hey, I'm a pull apart this person and be this certain type of person, and I can appear like I'm actually doing the work. I can appear like I have this because I have the money, because I did some more backdoor shit. Yeah, they've been hiring havoc. A lot of them, that's probably my next read. We'll do that. But a lot of them, they are getting into doing work around children, certain people that they know that they can try to get away with doing this little energy work. Um, because what's the most pure, right? Something about them getting around trying to do this work around children. Even these certain beauticians and people in the barbershop. Why do I keep getting Ivan the Terrible? Who the fuck is Ivan the Terrible? So can we know what the settlement is in the hoop cahoots? Yeah. I'll do the karmic mother read too that's coming up too. These could have been certain people, you know. Whether there was past life, I don't care what life. If it was the next life, the one before that, the one before that. I get so tired of hearing certain stuff like that, because it's like we repeat certain information that we get or we receive or we hear, but it's like programmed information. But I know my own personal story, and I could care less if somebody followed me 10 lifetimes. Like, I knew that at one point in time that this shit wasn't gonna work. So I don't know if you feel like maybe something was going on between you and your actual mother, but mother could have been in cahoots, maybe to keep you from ascending and seeing something. Okay, but something went left. It's like the knowledge is just coming in for a lot of different people. It's going to surpass what we've actually known, because we hear it all the time. You know, my inheritance, my this, my that. Forget all that. You know, I just want to live my life. I just want to live my life. And I'm going to the way that I want to, without, you know, pre-planned meetups and uh, orchestrated confusion and created chaos and all the extra stuff. Okay, so a lot of you get excited about what you've already been protected from, because we know what time it is, we know what season it is, you know what part you played in it. Forgive yourself, forgive others, just enough to, you know, move past what they did and keep yourself from a charge or being thrown in jail for something. You know, keep yourself together and balance, because a lot of this information is coming out. Whatever group this was, whether it was in your neighborhood or certain groups, you're going to find out exactly why things have been going on or playing the way that they have. And right now, your power is in your emotions. Okay, so you simply crying, you know, and asking and praying is enough. I usually try to say it on my channel because I'm not one of them people be like, let me see if this nigga died today. You know, you don't want to try to look back and see if somebody got their karma for what they did. Because it was all trick of the enemy. You know? It's like, damn, I'm still breathing. I ain't gonna off myself, so, you know, something gotta shake back. It's gotta be balanced out some way. Continue to have faith, give praise, stay in prayer, read the Bible if that's what you do, call on your ancestors, continue to give veneration, show appreciation, make your altar, something about a shrine. Yeah, it was a big old test, and like a lot of us was, what was this test? Somebody like tested you or tested something on somebody. Okay, it's like somebody tested something on somebody to see if you will either have, this is almost like testing you to see if you will overcome, okay, without the bare minimum of certain necessities. And this is why it's just no longer funny when you recognize that there are some people that would just literally sit back and be like, okay, she ain't got this, he ain't got this, they ain't got this, they ain't got that. Let me see how this is gonna work. You know, it's been a big old scam that's been going on for the longest time. We fucking tired of this shit, bitch. Watch this. Watch this. Yeah, we no longer living in an illusion. No longer in an illusion. So it's okay to take a breather, sit back with yourself. Just don't quit, okay? Watch this shit fall like dominoes. That's when I recognize, like, you know, I'm not here to save nothing. I want it all to fall down, especially if it's illusion. Heavy around Moses, because it could have been one of those things where maybe, you know, you was given a task that you didn't believe that you could accomplish, or you was given something that you didn't believe. It took long nights, a lot of long nights, up crying, trying to figure it out. Like, I don't have this, I don't have that. But from your pain, it's like you've blossomed. But it's almost like you have to let go of somebody that could literally, you know, just want you to be connected to them simply because, you know, we connect to certain people due to the pain we experience. And it keeps you from being who you're supposed to be or your higher self, because